I am a mirthful little scamp. You know, love might make the world go around, folks, but sex certainly greases the poles. Now, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but there's no greater pleasure known to man than sex. Right and true, sex can be a wonderful expression of love. Wrong and false, well, it's even better then, isn't it? Which is not to say that sex doesn't come with more strings attached than Geppetto's mistress. It is a slippery slope from trust me, baby, it won't get weird, to it got weird, didn't it? The only other animals besides humans who have sex for fun as well as reproduction are dolphins and chimpanzees. And why not? They're great fucks. So I've heard. Now, of course, the difference between us and the animals is we have to explain sex to our kids. And everyone does it differently. A farmer explains it by comparing it to the way crops are planted. A mechanic may use the example of nuts and bolts. Now, I'm a comedian, so I plan on hiring funny man Buddy Hackett to explain it to my kids. And believe me, kids need to know. I don't care what your hobby is before puberty hits, because as soon as it does, nature assigns you a new hobby. Let's just say when I was 14, I was treated for tennis elbow, and I didn't even own a fucking racket. Let ye who has a free hand cast the first stone. I wasn't exactly subtle about my self-discovery either. I put tiki torches all around my bed, poster of Farrah Fawcett on my ceiling, and a spring-loaded tissue dispenser on my nightstand. And then I proceeded to work my own crank like it was the gear shift on a Volkswagen bus that I was trying to rock out of a fucking mud hole. You know? Ah, the good old days. Last Thursday. Yes. Birds do it, bees do it, even married presidents in the Oval Office do it. You know what? We don't like people who don't look like they have sex. Kenneth Starr and Linda Tripp both had approval ratings lower than a fat Dachshund's balls, but Bill Clinton, through the roof, literally. And the reason Bill Clinton skated is because underneath it all, we like the idea that he was getting some strange. I don't know what his presidential library will look like in Arkansas, but I bet out front there's going to be a big shooting fountain going off every 20 minutes or so. You know, we're fortunate to be living in a time when it's easier than ever before to explore your sexuality and enhance your lovemaking. But when it comes to sexual aids, be careful to follow the directions on the package. Now, I used way too much of that delay cream once, and I'm still waiting for an orgasm from a drive-in movie handjob in August of '72. And colored condoms don't do a thing for me because, you see, I'm a winter and all those bright tones make me look washed out. And, you know, there was a time when men dreaded getting old because they knew it would rob them of their sexual power. But thanks to modern medicine, couples are having sex well into their 70s and 80s, to the point where you can now buy edible panties fortified with calcium. And now, with the addition of the miracle drug Viagra, millions of men who are no longer able to have sex are banging away like monkeys with wooden spoons on lobster pots. How does Viagra work? It's simple. Inside every one of those little blue pills is a miniaturized photo of a dripping wet Sophia Loren getting back on board the sponge boat and boy on a dolphin. Works every time. I guess, like all things in this era of unfettered capitalism, science and technology have turned human sexuality into yet another profit center. Between penile lengthening, Viagra, and boob jobs, doctors are nailing up shingles to get in on all the nailing that's going on. You got guys who haven't even been to medical school setting up shop in a kiosk on a traffic island on Sunset Boulevard who will inject chicken fat into your dick for $20 at a red light. Or $10 if you've got the Entertainment 99 coupon book. Hey, civilizations come and go, but the one constant throughout the ages has always been and will always be the orgasm. Rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief, I don't care what your social strata is. When the climax lightning bolt comes roaring down your loins, there's only one thing on your mind. Why in the hell is everybody else on this bus staring at me? Of course, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong.